But I hop straight in, and I gotta make sure that I'm actually using my lumbar support, because I probably slept like a shrimp or something, or maybe I was hunched over a bit too much as I was grinding last night in Pokemon. No items available for redemption. What? Item redemption? Where? What does that mean? What? It's something I'll have to check. Purchase from PlayStation Store. Oh wait, is it this? When you both of these kind of suck, but that's okay. Weird. Well, pretty confident that I've done. Whoop, press the wrong button. Everything I wanted, so let's make for a debutter crystal here. Okay. Ooh, this ain't the right spot. Yeah, there's a whole ton left to the game, I'm assuming. The whole percentage thingy on the PS5 was like 90 or like, what, 92%, whatever. I feel like at this point, just sort of like just doing the remnants of the story and then the hunts, and that'll be it. I'm not sure how many sessions that would be if just keep at it, you know. Probably could have checked the amount of hunts left, but maybe when I'm doing hunts again, there's something I'll take a gander at, but there'd be a mark over there.
Does it bother you that we haven't heard a single human sound? Everything about this place bothers me.
Yeah, nothing but orcs. Monsters. What's weeboos?
The calm before the storm. There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this? As ready as I'll ever be.
The final crystal. Actually, this is where would it be funny if they like finished that chapter so there's more stuff to do. I just checking out of curiosity. Or I could just no. Alright. Actually, yeah, you know what? Guess they're refueling the gas station. Oh yeah, I have my window open, just a teeny bit cracked open, so I could get some air in. Let's see. This one was Terminants. One, two, three, four, five. 5 more hunts. Okay. Yeah. Also, like on the main trend page, it's like, oh, season pass for Fantasy 16. No, I like this game. I'm not really sure if I like it enough to have more of it, though. I'm not really sure what they would add or change in the DLCs, but at least I know those exist, and they do go on sale, because they're on sale right now. Wow, sale for a digital product. Yippee.
What the hell happened here?
I dare not think. A stroke of good fortune, perhaps?
Hmm.
I hope you're right.
So do I.
Also, I checked out on my coffee. Man. Reach of madness. Second, it says back to their origin. I gotta finish the hunts, but yeah.
The ether has claimed them all.
I thought they were appearing behind me.
See that we're not next.
Right. Order. I'm gonna have to see if I could do some more grinding, because right now it's just a lot of friendship evolutions in Platinum. I literally took like nearly 2 hours just to get the gold bat evolved into a crow bat, and that was annoying. Retrospect, I screwed up by not just catching a low level Zubat and doing that. Because even with the Soothe-Bell, it just ended up being me trying to level up a level 40 Golbat, and of course it evolved to level 50 something with the Soothe-Bell. But yeah, that was not very smart of me. So at the very least, the 2 EVs for friendship are like what, 15ish. So it shouldn't be too bad. But I need to get Espeon in like the 2 hours after the stream, or hour and a half, and then Umbreon later tonight. Oh boy. Is that our first real behemoth?
That's a behemoth.
Who would be mad enough to tame such a beast?
Tame? I am hoping though I'll be able to be done with grinding by, well, grinding with what I have so far. Ew, Meteor. Before a Saturday session.
Here it comes.
waiting for?
Combat. I literally just didn't press anything there. I gotta play here. Okay. Got it. Cool. Nope. Got that in. Come on, come on, come on. Expected to get a bit more regen from Atmos, but ooh.
Stand back! I'll conjure a ward!
I don't
Joshua!
think that would even protect against it.
Desperate times.
Clive, no!
Trust me. I'm your shield, remember?
Ah. Hype moments.
I think this might be a job for Ifrit!
Why would you turn to him, brother? When we fight together.
Oh, gamer. We blinded it. At least temporarily.
That wasn't too bad.
That was just the beginning.
Surprised I didn't fully stagger it, but whatever. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow. Ow. super potion. And okay, all right, great. Punchy. Do that. Getting crap combined now. Okay. At least I'm noticing which ones will have the shockwave. Big punchy. What? Come on. No. My eyes. That was the worst possible time to do that special move. What a waste. Neat.
Quickly, before we're cut off for good.
If it is like the others, the entrance to the inner sanctum will be at the foot of the crystal. We're almost there.
Wait a minute. They had that stockpiled. I reach? Barely. Yeah, we're topped up.
How do we get through that?
It has to be a way around, no? Or did
This
I...
gate here is open.
Yeah. Ooh. Loot. kill. I was gonna say new enemies approach. Oh man. Invisible enemy? Was that some sort of weird effect? That's a weird effect. Wind. If level 4 should get out for this. About no. Yeah, this is made for like groups of enemies. Cargo's wearing his funny form now. Cool. Is that the way forward? Could be. Kind of weird using that for its actual intended purpose and not just teasing story points. Immersion.
Not what I was expecting.
Oh. Just getting pretty donked out here, man. Carry's different. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just let that regen. Just reading
Once we
my
step onto that bridge, we'll be easy
Sorry.
targets.
thing. Sorry about that.
Then we better move quickly.
Love that move.
More of Ultimus tools. Come on then. What are you waiting for?
Nope. Oh man. But Joshua took care of that. It's good. It's not good. It's a big increased noise from outside with having my window open. Yeah.
The castle then.
I don't see any other way.
Right. Loot. As for satellite, I wonder if that makes satellite decent. Nothing over there. Let's keep moving. So many rats. Overkill. Can I get through that? No, it's focused on whatever. This seems like a perfect spot for an ambush. Oh, look at that.
Ultimus corruption knows no bounds. We cannot allow it to spread any further.
Shame the moves themselves don't do damage. It's just all for setup, of course.
That's the way.
to this. Yeah, I'm just do things the easy way here. I'm assuming an off path like this would be to hide some goodies. However, I'm not seeing any goodies. We just keep moving. Oh boy.
There are so many. Focus, Joshua.
Is there enough for a majority of this? Okay. Stuck. Oh boy. I'll stockpile it. Pocket change. It's probably just a potion. No?
Let's hope this works.
Perfect spot for an ambush. What the heck?
Of course there's more. There's always fucking more.
Just too evasive. Crap, I think, gosh, that being... No, no, I don't know. Man. kind of destroyed because I'm trying to be forced this fight. Okay, fine, I'll use one. Use a potion. Alright. What do you see, man? Not sure if I was facing the right way. No, I didn't get enemies I wanted that. Destroying their defense like that. It's not needed for this, but you. Bye-bye. Was the last one? Nope, that was the last one. For now.
What must is a beat to grow so big?
You don't want to know.
I'm okay. Trying to light up my attack here. I saw that. I did more time than that. Whatever. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whatever.
There's no end to them.
Like we're fighting an entire kingdom.
Stand back, Joshua. I'm summoning Ifrit.
Stop, Clive. You mustn't. We still have a long way to go. If you tap your strength here, you'll have none left to destroy the heart.
Then you'd rather die?
Oh. We got hope. Allow Carol outside.
Jill.
Big jump. It's a thing. It's a motif.
She's not alone.
Surprised to see us.
How did you?
Gav. He told us exactly where you'd be. Even sniffed out a crack in the castle wall. And when we saw the heavens come crashing down, we had no choice but to believe him. It's been quite a day.
To what do we owe this honor?
A debt I would see repaid.
Prince Dion. It's good to see you well.
So, this must be Ifrit. Your uncle bade me give you a message. Listen to your heart, and guide your steel true. Your father would expect no less. That is all.
Thank you.
For everything, Your Highness.
Dion, please.
You do realize the only thing we've freed so far is this wall from its foundations, right?
Everybody is
The
here.
lord and ladyship's quite finished.
Well said, Gav. We have work to do.
I don't suppose there's out I can say to make you change your mind. So I'll just tell you to stay safe. Nan won't take kindly to
Looks so
losing a best
tired.
customer, especially after letting us carry all this stuff all the way to Ash.
And we wouldn't want to anger old Nan.
You mean you'll buy some off us? I've got some good stuff for you.
Out.
Thank you.
I got a potion. I mean, sure.
Out else you need? Thank you.
Really,
Is there
literally
out
nothing else to
you
use
need?
money on. Yeah, of course, you can't just get the best stuff here. You have to
Is all done then? No.
go to old Blackthorn for that. I say, am I locked here? No. Just what? Oh no. No.
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
We fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream.
I'm sure there'll be a warning about a point of no return.
Our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together.
Aye.
Oh, fantastic.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
And dog. Well, 2 dominance then, Gav. Let's see how that turns out.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Don't eat me.
Clive, is that you? This isn't stone here.
No. Doesn't appear so.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you
Yes,
know
and
them,
let's see where the limited run order is right now.
all of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you
That's
home.
moved.
Consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him and we leave.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning.
What? I don't want to.
When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish.
Lore.
Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
I mean, this is a good respite from all that combat. Because it was just kind of on like waves of enemies for a good half hour. pretty much. A couple bosses.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies, and so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke.
Oh.
Alone in a world bereft of his God's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource. And the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same.
It is time to walk and listen. Makes me wish I had more coffee.
Is that?
Ifrit. Or what's left of him.
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all!
Oh.
What?
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
Okay.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed, It may be broken, but it's all we have. And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Die Clat.
Offenders, hearts be stained.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's so like, oh, it's really hurt from the previous fights. There, you got that. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Been destroyed. Like lasers. Nah, I don't know. No way I'm gonna get time for that. Got that one. Yeah. That doesn't slow down time, sadly. That explains a lot.
Such foul intent may not be sublimed through gain standing. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Wait, wait. Things I go after a parry is the only chance that I have to use that. Oh boy. Oops.
this chance. And still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. But let's make it his last.
Assuming we can.
Fate is inexorable. Surrender the
Ooh.
vessel unto the
What did it untarget? What the heck?
Surrender it unto us.
I want to get in there. Here we go, I guess. Not doing this. Now to get halfway, probably. Oh boy. Not great, but not bad. Whoa. Done, but I got through. Woo. Nice. Oh. That could be really darn good.
At last, for countless generations, have we awaited this moment.
What?
Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
A lot.
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try.
So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Oh, a dungeon.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Bored.
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Oh.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
is Clive.
Her name?
Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless...
I mean, he did kind of do some absorption.
Unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
So much for saving up energy, but, you know. If they both share the burden, I guess maybe it's not that bad.
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
That's right. What? Oh. Wake up and smell the ashes. Oh, where did I go? Job done. We just gotta get out of here. Somehow.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and we're out.
And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking
It's kind of feeling like the opposite of Final Fantasy III, where the floating continent was lifted up at the end instead of the beginning. Oh, okay, no, it's just turning into a crystal. Okay. Not much of a continent, is it? The floating island. Oh, but he survived. So far.
The bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Hey guys. Miss us?
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to explain here. Mate! We're leaving! Now!
Was she fighting too? I would assume so.
Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Thank you.
He could jump good. Yum. Good thing the magic users aren't using magic to try to pursue us with it. Right. Back to the hideaway. And with that, we have the last 5 marks of the game.
Everyone what happened at Drake's Spine, and I'm going to need Otto's help.
Otto. Assuming we're still kind of locked here, though. We need to, no, we're free to do whatever you want. Okay. Any, say questions, perhaps?
Something about it. I feel like it's...
Well, I didn't exactly see a new icon, so... Spike rep beforehand. I swear the free hour / AliExpress Reddit's like radicalizing people. Oh my gosh. Huh. Actually makes me a bit curious here. How much is the stuff that I ordered? How much would that would have been? Plus 50 bucks on one thing. What about the other thing? Jeez. I don't think that changed a whole ton. Man, oh man.
So, what'll it be?
Defender, huh? That's better than we have here. Interesting. Defender +2. Doesn't need. Who's here? No, that needs
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Clutch mine.
And?
Is that so dear?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Yeah, I should have bought it instead. Oh no. How much I need? I think that's good enough.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? Yeah, that should do you.
Need. Yeah, it's worth 1.5, so okay.
Fine.
Our short is blue now. Got some new letters. Yep. Oh. All right. Oh, whoops. I need to buy some potions.
Still alive, are ya?
Barely, yeah.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You're only half blind.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
Good question.
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this everyone?
Ooh, need to give the lore man some lore. See if that's enough to level up.
The crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Not yet.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Yeah.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
Oh, I guess you could fly as well, right?
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
They might have been mad in doing so, but yeah.
But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger.
Here's a solution.
That you both
Big
might
cannon.
save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has
Yeah, can you do a Zeta Flare on Ultima?
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
Sure.
You always are.
This won't be like Final Fantasy 15, where the lead protagonist dies at the end.
I promise we'd watch them out together.
Right?
I'll be waiting.
Or at least he's supposed to be dead, right? Quite honestly, the ending of 15 was a bit of a fever dream, so I don't remember too well. And now we have side quest, yippee!
Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Oh gosh. Is this ancient text? Oh. Okay.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Hey, we'll have that be the priority. Okay, alright. So look at the other one. Doggo said.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Just accept everything that's nearby. Uncle.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Deposit our knowledge.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. What subject shall we consider today?
I mean, all this is all maxed out. My gosh. Wait, is the bestiary done? Assuming mysteries would be, side stuff. Or story. think completing this will complete a chibo of like exploring the entire world. So missing a couple people. Well, that's probably the people we're about to talk to. Okay.
You are always welcome, Clive.
That half is quite a heavy half, it appears. Oh.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. Thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis.
She probably wasn't even sure he was alive until then. Okay.
I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
I guess the rest of the stream is going to be side quests and hunts. And next time will probably be the finale of the game. My people.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout.
Oh.
Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav.
Yeah, but I say Gav is kind of like the MVP for that.
On so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Yeah, is that right? I don't even know how many I have not accepted yet. I think there's 2 more. My gosh. Fried chicken? Chicken. So weird that Dave's Hot Chicken is having a collab with Wilds. I like that's it. Like, it's just an oddity to me. I wish it was with Canes. I would prefer that, but whatever.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange.
And isn't she?
Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, She acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonehenge.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together.
No.
Who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
In the test chamber. Alright, I don't think I've gone up here a whole ton. Or at all. Yeah,
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Yeah, well, I think that is everything there. Oh my gosh. Well, let's start down the list then. Speak with Vivian. Oh gosh, and after all this, I have to like see what's in the ledger. Oh gosh. No rewards.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Did that one just appear?
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Ah, Clive.
Look around, there's more side quests to accept. Oh my gosh.
And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I am ready to leave when you are.
Another one.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Okay. Which one is the one that I marked? There it is. Chris is in our side quest over there, but we could probably just use the book to fast travel me there once I get the opportunity. Passion on through, don't mind me.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Actually, how is Torgo's thingy? What is that looking like right now? How do I... Oh, well, I guess I should probably waste all this. There. College point. Put him into something. Where is that held? Or shown? There it is. Yeah. Dog. Okay.
This is a Royal Army logbook.
Battery.
His interests were certainly varied.
Something about Mughals. Isn't it that? There it is.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Yeah, I didn't read it. Might just go back in the VOD and pause on it then.
So soon, stranger. We've been watching you from a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
I know what you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I think you're going to need a lot more than that.
Let's see, shall we?
Damn. It's done by the other dude. No. Thankful that pauses the gauge, but as our moves accumulate. Oh boy. Do it. Any more of those?
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Hopefully.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
I was reading the description of the book.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Cool. Next. Let's see what is up for Doggo. Rear decks? Oh, I guess, okay. Why the heck is he out here? Just one of them days. Yeah? You're sitting as if you're gonna
For something, boy.
say something.
What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
I guess no.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Where to?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay. Oh, wait. Did I miss this? Well. Wasn't really much of anything to miss. Boat.
It's still here. After all these years. Lots smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Yeah, I could kind of imagine Torgo like one of those, the videos of you see of a dog balancing, they're just shaking on a tiny seat. It's a boat. Dogs aren't exactly that great at balancing one.
This place hasn't changed at all.
There's water involved, at least.
Trees. Come on.
My dog doesn't like
Is you there? I bet I could still beat you.
swimming a whole ton. Wow, a treehouse. An overgrown treehouse.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Dang, this is just my millennial living space in 2025. You know, buying buying small home. 150K. I know what I have. Oh, careful with the nail. My gosh.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
Huh.
My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Did you want to leave the brace here?
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Well. New missive. Oh. Okay. Wait.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
New stuff in the shop.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
Is it? Oh.
You're welcome anytime.
Okay.
Do you see that too?
Wait, is it actually visible for me? Oh.
What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
Guess it'll be visible from most places here, wouldn't it?
Girl, run like the wind.
Alright, here we are.
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your... Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Actually, you know what? It's your dish. Cure that. Where is it? Actually 1 HP. Come on.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am. Or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control.
True.
Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Time to get Uncle.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience.
Dang,
Someone
if
like
only
Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
we knew. It won't take long. I don't think I don't. Wow, I had barely level 2 of it. Ah, yeah, that's what I should have done. Dang. Oh well. Okie doke. Guess I'll just be traveling around the world one last time before the end. I'm hoping I'm able to do all the side stuff so that the last section of this is literally just the end of it.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
That'd be nice.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Our Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Yeah, more Uncle shenanigans.
And how?
Oh, at the very least, this is continuing Quinton's sort of thing of him not being. Well.
You find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood.
Oh boy.
That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen.
A voice of reason.
Perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven.
Of course.
Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
That's the title he was given.
Once more onto the breach.
Or the mantle he had to take up. Nacho Shuttlecoff.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. My boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Yippee. Next. Journey to here.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Who'd you think?
Oh, right, yeah, training a new scout. Right.
I would speak with this
Did I pass him? No, he's down here.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Oh.
Your town needs you. I need you.
You need me.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Sure.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing
listening.
and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your
You know, it's
father
a lot
and
more
his men
audio
is
cuts.
included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
I wonder how much longer this capture card has in it.
I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Yeah. Did I go to the wrong area by accident? I believe I have. Gotcha, whoops. Okay. I don't think I'll be allowed to have the chocobo go up too far in here, but let's see.
Waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry. Time to fight.
Nope. All right.
That'll do, girl.
I was about to say, I'm hoping I'm not forced to
Manning the gates. No, it's a
fight
different
them.
story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with the Kashik. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Alright.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. Locked up tight.
Hey. That's not a thing. It's turned. I kind of wish the charge attacks were expanded just a tiny bit more. That's just me. They're strong, but. Like there's auto charge for magic. Maybe I missed the auto charge for sword.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
Nope. Just and there's just one more. Oop.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Oh.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Oh, there's some here. I wanted to do a big punch, but I misinput it. Don't matter.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Guess we'll just have to go downstairs.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
I find it interesting how it's just generic zombie noises for these guys. Ooh. Are those open? Nope. There's the entrance, and there's a door I tried to open first. Oh.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Need that immersion. A hidden loading screen. Don't tell me you want me to go. Oh, hold on, nothing here for now. Alright, okay.
Survivor. She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. You must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? You wouldn't be here otherwise.
I see.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Is it just gonna be like another behemoth thingy or whatever?
We have to get out of
Super
here.
behemoth. Behemoth Neo.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Yeah.
It's out there waiting.
Oh, there it is.
I can't let it live.
Blue Behemoth.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Let's see how this goes then. Here we go. I see. Wasn't really going for marks, but this ended up being one. Fine by me.
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. We can't let that happen.
Oh, double swipe. Oh. Can you please target? I'm not gonna die in that second swipe. Swipe 2. Oh. It's already under half. Oh, that's strong. Really? Time. Oh well. It's still damage. No. You shall not bring forth sludge from the heavens.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
Eh.
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I
I
gave
see.
it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Type later. Oh, I mean, we saved somebody.
You've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Cool. Next. Oh, once I've been there, I have a new reward. She.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Genji gloves.
Here you are.
I don't know what this is, but let's see. Let's see what it do. Oh, just straight up damage. Okay. I don't know. That tutorial thing has been quite nice. I like having extra HP too. Oh well.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues.
The quest at the reading table. Oh joy.
There's something about it.
There it is.
I feel like it's
The crystal. Pretty sure this is just, oh no, it's a whole new thing. Okay.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Man, there's a lot more than I kind of expected there would be around this point, but... Ooh, let's see. Yeah. It's almost filled. Yeah, assignment counting like this.
I'm nervous. Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's
You play more
savior,
blueprints?
just like Gav was mine.
Interesting. Yeah, that's sadly a game that maybe I shouldn't watch being
Clearly
played.
have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No.
Well, it appears I'll be ending stream here.
Outpost and stealing the logbook would be
But
quite
that's fine.
sufficient.
I've done my 3 hours.
You'll need to assess the situation,
We'll
determine a point of entry,
finish this
create a
next time.
distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
Yep. On my way next time. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching today's stream. Hope it was fun to watch. I'll see you guys later tonight, where I will be playing Repo with the lads. I'm not going to do it tomorrow, because my buddies is going to be away because for a concert or whatever, and then, yeah, life. But yeah, we'll see how tonight's Repo session will go, and I'll see you guys when I see you, and until next time, okay, bye. Whereas Xenoblade tomorrow, and of course Pokemon Saturday. I got so much grinding to do. Man. Okay, bye.